Okay, we're headed to spring break in a week and a half, and we're gonna get all the fun stuff for our kids to keep them busy in our car ride. So let's go check out Target, and then after this, we will check out the Dollar Tree. Come along.
Welcome to VO's Travel. Where to go and what to see. With kids.
Okay, first we hit up Target, and the first bin that we come to in the Bullseye Playground, which is their dollar aisles, is this bin of fidget toys. They are all the rage right now with my elementary kids. There was tons of things to choose from: squash balls, pop tubes, snap and pops, you name it. There was a ton of different things to choose from. And they were each just $1. And below that bin were a variety of play packs. These are small coloring books with crayons, which crayons might not be the best idea in cars, especially if you're going someplace warm. But they have stickers as well and a couple different activities in the little books. They had all different kinds of varieties for boys and girls. Next were these color forms scenes. If you don't know anything about color forms, they are small vinyl stickers that do not have adhesive on the back, but they do stick to the smooth surface provided, so they can be repositionable and removable and keep you busy for a long time. They had a few different varieties of those too, some monster trucks, some with space, and unicorns. These were $1 a piece as well. Next were these large play packs. They're like the previous ones that I showed you, but they are a lot bigger. They have a full-size coloring book, a poster, 8 crayons. Once again, might not be best for the car if you're going to a warm place. You don't want them melting. But they had Frozen, they had Batman, Jurassic Park. These are probably a little better for older kids than the smaller play packs. And these were $3 each. Next, I found some of these Imagine ink books. These markers only work on that special type of paper, kind of like the Crayola Color Wonder, but this is just, I guess, a different brand. And these are $3 each as well. These are nice because it has a little spot for the marker to be stored when you're not using it, so it's hopefully not going to get lost in the car. But there's all different kinds of activities inside of these books. They had a couple different variety of these as well. Next were these Scratch Fantastic boards. They come with a little wooden scratcher and they're a black surface, and you scratch away the top surface to reveal letters, sometimes pictures. They had a few different varieties of these as well. Those were only $1 a piece. Next was this really cool color forms, spiral bound kind of book. They had a couple different varieties. This one was alphabet. And like I said before, the color forms are these small little vinyl, like stick-on things that attach to the smooth background of the different pages, so you can reposition them. And this is what a few of the pages looked like. One thing that was cool about this is that there was a little handle and a little carrying case for kids to tote these around with. Next were these small plastic kind of clipboard cases. They were $3 a piece, but they are super nice because you can sit them in a child's lap and it gives them a hard surface to draw on. Inside were markers and a little coloring book. These would be great if you're going to a hotel with a swimming pool. They were light up dive sticks. There's some balls you could grab to throw around on the beach if you're doing that type of thing. Another outdoor fun toy was this bubble wand. That looked super cute. I think those were $3 a piece. Here's another Imagine ink book. This one is for alphabets. Once again, these markers only write on the special paper in these books, so you're not having a kid color on the inside of your car or anything, and if they do, it doesn't show up. Really handy. They had one for numbers as well. This was super cute and something I had not seen in the dollar aisle before at Target. They were fingerprint scenery books. They have a little row of ink pads up at the top for your fingerprints, and then you use your fingerprints to design pages or to put different accents or objects on each paper. I would definitely pair this with a small package of wipes for your kids because they're obviously going to have inky fingertips at the end of this, but they could easily be wiped off. I also found these super cute wooden trucks. They were $3 a piece, and you get 3 little trucks. I guess they have a whole set, including roads. I didn't see the roads there, but this would be fun for toddlers to take in the car on road trips. They had this emergency vehicle pack as well. Okay, now to the travel aisle. I always keep Dramamine with me. I get those chewable kind because they're easy for kids to take as well. Tide to go sticks are great. We always have a few packages of wipes in the car, not antibacterial necessarily, but we do have like baby wipes. First aid kit in the car would be a great idea if you don't already have one. I always have Tylenol and ibuprofen. Those small little travel packs, the little plastic packs that you see there are great. I like to refill those. Back to the baby wipes. Like I said, they're always super handy. I always give each of my kids a pack of Kleenex. Those were $1 for 4 of them. And of course, they have sunscreen, bug spray. If you're going to the beach, you probably need a bigger bottle of sunscreen. And if you're a mom, right there, dry shampoo, you need one of those for sure. Next up were toothbrushes. I was disappointed they don't have the $1 packs like I usually like to get for my kids. They usually have a cute little kid toothbrush with toothpaste all for $1. But they did not have those in stock. They did have something similar, but they were not $1 anymore. Go figure. This was cute. These are little placards. I'm a sucker for small containers. Those keep little flossers handy in the car. I've heard from my husband that if you go to warm places, Gold Bond comes in handy. So they had small little bottles of those. Welly is a brand of Band-Aids that I really love. I really like them because they're really cute designs, but they also come in these cool tins. When the bandages are out, I do like to reuse these tins, and they make really cool little travel boxes, or you can make your own first aid kit, put whatever you need in those tins, but those were great. A couple of those were on sale. I did find a little to-go Neosporin. Those are handy to have in the car. They're not going to leak. That was on sale as well. Next are these Water Wow. These are great for toddlers. You put water in those little pens, and then as you color the pages with water, color will start to show. These Crayola mess-free markers are amazing. Like a couple of the things that I found in the dollar aisle, these markers only mark on their special paper, but this one is special because it is a travel pack. It does give you a hard surface to color on while you're in the car. It has those little clips at the top to clip your paper in, and I think those come with one coloring book and some markers. They have a whole bunch of refill packs, but these are really great for little kids and big kids alike. Like I said, they're not going to be drawing on the inside of your car with markers, and if they do, it won't show up. So those are always handy. I always have a package of these twistable colored pencils because you don't have to worry about sharpening them in the car. You just twist them. These are a little expensive. They are Kleenex rolls, but they sit in your cup holder and they're great to have in the car. Now we're on to snacks. I always have these little, we call them squeezers. They're squeeze applesauce pouches that are a little bit healthy. Nutella, not so healthy, but my kids love having these in the car as well. Granola is another snack that's good, and those packages come with a resealable top, which is always a good thing. My husband does like Red Bull for long drives, and it's a lot cheaper to buy them in a 4-pack. These nice little snack packs are great because they have a resealable lid, so if they don't finish all of it, they can put the lid back on and keep it in their cup holder. They are a little more expensive, but it is nice for the container. We always bring beef jerky on our trips. It can be a little expensive, but it's a nice protein-packed snack. There's all different kinds of varieties you can buy, and a lot of those bags are resealable as well, but Slim Jims are some of my kids' favorites. Peanuts and cashews are always a great snack for our family as well. We usually have a package of peanuts and a package of cashews, and all of those containers have resealable lids, which makes it nice also. They do have some larger containers. I usually always get each of my kiddos a package of Tic Tacs. These come in 4-packs, which makes them a little bit cheaper individually, but those are fun little candies that my kids like to have. Back in the dollar aisle, I went to another Target. These had dollar sunglasses for kids, which were really nice. They had all different kinds, some for boys, some for girls. They seemed to fit maybe up to a 5 or 6-year-old. Next, I found these $3 bins that would be great for organizing things, books, markers, things like that in the car while you're driving down the road. I normally stay away from plastics, but I thought these were really cool. It was a sippy or a straw cup, but then this little bottom section screwed off and held a snack. That would be great for kids in the car to kind of keep things contained and a little bit mess-free. They had a couple different varieties of those as well. Next in the journal aisle, I found this really cute journal. It'd be great for a preteen or teenagers. It had a whole bunch of different writing or drawing prompts, and this book was all about kind of ruining the pages, and it gave you fun little ideas on things to do for each page. I always check out the journal area for my kids. This was another really fun. It was like 1,000 questions or 1,000 things you don't know about me. Again, this is better for a little bit bigger kids. In the stationery aisle, I found these really cool storage clipboards. They were about 1 inch thick, so you could hold a couple books, maybe a journal, a couple pens. Once again, it gives you a hard surface for your child to draw or color on, and it had a little clipboard clip at the top to hold your paper secure, which that was really awesome. It's a bright one today, but we are headed into Dollar Tree after we were done at Target. So let's go see what we're gonna find. One thing to keep in mind is that everything is $1.25 now, not $1, but here we go. When you first walk in, there are a bunch of DVDs. Not all of them are necessarily family friendly, but there's a lot to choose from, especially if you are driving in a car with a DVD player. That's a good bargain. $1.25 flip-flops. You can never have too many flip-flops. Next are glow-in-the-dark items. These are fun if you're driving at night. They don't make a really bright light like a flashlight would, but it's something fun for the kids to play with in the car during the dark. These little spirographs are fun. However, those pieces are easily lost. There's not a container to keep them in. Back to color forms. These were games with those little sticky vinyl tabs. I got a couple of those. Guess Who I think would be fun in the car, and I think I got Candyland or another one, I'm not sure, but they had about 4 or 5 different games of those. These are small little light brights. They're awesome. My kids have played with these. These again are fun to play with in the car at night once it gets dark. These are little color forms where you can decorate potato heads. They had a couple different varieties, but once again, only $1.25. You cannot beat that, especially with those Disney. These are little Pop-It bracelets. Those are fun little things that are really popular right now, and that's a great deal. Here are some dry erase boards. They come with a dry erase marker and eraser. Here is some felt boards. These little felt pieces come off and stick to the background. There's one for numbers, colors, and one for geography. They have a ton of coloring books, puzzle books, all different kinds of things for different ages of kids. They have coloring books for little kids. They have more harder coloring books for older kids. I always stock up on those. They even had some board books for babies and toddlers. These pipe cleaners might be fun to make things with in the car. I don't know, they'll probably end up everywhere, but fun. Journals are always a good idea for kids of all ages. They can draw on them. They can write whatever they want. It just gives them kind of a free place to create. Here's another type of dry erase board that comes with a dry erase marker. And these were really cool. These did not come with markers, but they were like writing areas. They were dry erase again. They had some for numbers, some for drawing. This one had drawing on one side and lines for writing words on the back. There were a lot of different kinds to choose from those. Those looked really cool. Next are these pocket protector things. You could put any kind of coloring page, any kind of worksheet in them, and then use dry erase markers on top. Electronics, they had all different kinds of things. And if you're only paying $1.25, if they break, so what? I always stock up on these. They had a couple different phone holders as well. Those suction cups would be good for car windows to hang things from. Once again, they have these types of storage containers for only $1.25 at Dollar Tree to organize some things in the back seat next to your kids. They do have these toothbrush and toothpaste combination packs too that were there. They've got Kleenex like I like to buy. These were 8 of them for only $1.25. These containers would be great to put snacks in. They were like those cereal containers that my mom used to use back in the day. They'd also make great garbage cans. I found this in the checkout lane. They were little magnifying flashlights. Those would be fun for kids to play with too. Thank you so much for going shopping with me at Dollar Tree and Target. I have so much fun picking out fun little things for my kids to do and to snack on our road trips. And as always, I hope that you remember to choose joy and take all of the pictures.